really ready for this, obviously. Okay, so as you can see, I'm in the Peach. I'm not in the big bus because some loud things are happening in the big bus right now. Okay, let me get you guys pulled up. Ugh. It is wet and rainy today. I'm out of breath because I was just running around trying to get this live chat set up. And I kept forgetting stuff and having to run back into the shop. So Linda said, I bet they moved in, excited. We haven't moved in yet. We're definitely on the final stretch. We have just a few more days. And then we will be moving in. Christy said, what? No sneak peek, boohoo. So I was planning on doing this live chat in the big bus, and that's why I was kind of running around trying to get everything situated, because I wasn't expecting to go live in the Peach. But as you guys could see in the thumbnail, the wood stove is still not in yet. So Isaac's actually working on, and actually he's installing the stove right now as we speak. So he was doing some drilling and some cutting, and it was just very loud. So instead of putting you guys through that, I decided I would just come out here and go live in the Peach. And it's raining, not too hard, but if anything, that'll be the only sound that you guys get, and it won't be too loud. Ooh. But we just have a few more days. So I have a doctor's appointment first thing in the morning, and then I'm picking up packages and grabbing a couple of things that we need from town, and we'll have tomorrow and Wednesday to finish. So Wednesday is our last day in the Big Bay. So that means that Isaac's not going to be able to work on Wednesday because we have to basically move all of our stuff out of there and clean it up. So he's going to be doing that on Wednesday, and then I'm going to be doing finishing touches on Wednesday, and then we will be out of that Big Bay and moving in, which is really exciting. So let me get to the comments here. Charles said, gotta keep it a secret for now. We'll just have to wait till Thursday. We might be moving in on Thursday. Who knows? I just finished, like literally, like 5 minutes ago. I think I had 5 minutes to spare. I just finished oiling everything. So that's all done. And then I was planning on doing one more thing today, and I didn't get to it. So I'll have to do that hopefully tomorrow. There's just so much left to do. Patricia Marshall said, when do we see the paint job? Tomorrow. I think I do show a little bit of it in my video that comes out tomorrow, but Isaac shows the whole painting it, repainting it and stuff on his video, so that'll all be done tomorrow. Someone said turn up the mic, so let me turn my volume all the way up. Sherry said, is the plumbing done? Yes, the plumbing is done. He finished yesterday, and then there was one small leak that wound up being very minor, and he wound up spending half the day today fixing a whole bunch of stuff that he didn't need to fix because it was just like a clamp or something that wasn't tight enough. But yeah, the plumbing's done. We actually got to take showers in the big bus yesterday. So we wanted to test it out, so we took showers in the big bus, and it was really nice. So we got to test out the shower, and we're really excited about it. But doing so, it showed that there was a leak somewhere, but like I said, it was very minor. And Isaac wound up like replacing a whole bunch of stuff that he did not need to replace. But no more leak, and everything's great. We got hot water in there. It's really exciting. Everything's oiled. So that was something I wanted to get done ASAP because I want it to dry and kind of air out so Ember won't be smelling the fumes. They're not that bad, but you know, I definitely don't want the baby smelling that. Cindy Brown said, "Are you going to name it something other than the Big Bus?" Laugh out loud. I don't know. We've been calling it the Big Bus for so long. Maybe that'll be its name. But we haven't really felt like we found a name that has stuck yet. So I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. My Intentional Journey Schoolie said, "Hey Jaylena, I just wanted to say I am putting the ProMaster lock you put on Peach on mine this week. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it. I hate it. Well, it would be my advice if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna go with that lock, get two of them and put one on the inside and one on the outside so that you can move the lock around, so that when you're inside you can lock it from the inside, and then when you're outside you could lock it from the outside. That would be so much easier because like now I'll have to go lock it on the outside and then run around to the driver's door if I'm going somewhere, and it's just really, really annoying. I'm not a fan of it. I think I said in my last live chat, I talked about remodeling the Peach this summer, and that's definitely one of the things that I will be changing is the front door. I'm going to be doing the schoolie home door conversion, as Isaac likes to call it. So it'll have the same concept as the Big Bus, so it'll be like a normal door with a lock that I can just, lock like a normal door. I'm not a fan of how it is now. And I'm just being honest. Because I don't want you to put that lock on there and then get mad at me if you don't like it. So in my honest opinion, I'm not a huge fan of it. I wouldn't do it again. But I would put one on the front, one inside and outside, and that would make it a lot easier. The schoolie teacher. I like the name Big Bus. My bus is just called the bus because nothing stuck. Haha. Yeah, I feel like sometimes, like, I didn't even name this bus the Peach. You guys kind of did. Everyone just started calling it the Peach because it was a peach color, and that's the only reason why we call it the Peach. I was not planning on calling it the Peach. Karen Breast said, "Hello, Jaylena. Looks comfortable where you are now." It's really, I love this bed. It's super comfortable. But yeah, a lot of things in the Peach are going to be changing this summer. I'm literally just going to take everything out and start over. My Intentional Journey Schoolie said, "That's what I was planning to do. One inside of the door and one outside with a little something also inside the door." Yeah, that's a much better idea than how I did it on just the outside. Patricia Marshall said, "Is there any last things on the wish list that you need?" I don't believe so. I think, well, I take that back. There's like 2 cat scratcher things on the wish list still that I plan to order. I just haven't yet, but those are the only things on the wish list that we still need that we haven't purchased yet. Everything else I already purchased, and hopefully a lot of our packages have been running late because of the weather here. It's pretty crazy, like the snow and stuff. We've seen videos from like Portland, and there's just snow everywhere. It's really bad, and I guess it's normally not like that around this time of year. That's more of like a December, January thing, and like going into March, it's unusual. Spoiler or live chat nugget, I guess. We were just sitting here thinking about, okay, if we move in a couple of days and we want to take off somewhere, we literally can't. We are stuck here. Josh was supposed to show up Friday, and it's Monday. He never made it because of the weather, and the roads were so bad. He tried for 2 days, not like for 2 days straight, but he tried one day, it was too bad, so he turned around, and then he tried again the next day, it was too bad, he turned around, and we were just like, it's not gonna happen. So Josh never did wind up coming to help, unfortunately, because the roads are just so terrible, which means we can't take a trip in the bus right away. We were wanting to take March to like go somewhere. We wanted to go to Josh's and stuff like that, and we're just not going to be able to. So Ember and I are flying to Dallas in the beginning of April, and we'll be there for at least a week. So we probably won't go on a trip until we get back. Everything was covered in snow this morning. It's all melted now because it's raining. There's still snow here and there, but the weather is just really bad. No matter which way you go, we wouldn't trust the big bus with those tires to like go either one of those places. It's really bad. So unfortunately, we're gonna be stuck here, and that's just where we're at right now. We can probably go like down the street. There's some cool camping spots, but Isaac was like, I don't even know if I want to risk that because we could get snowed in at those places too. So who knows what we're gonna do. We're kind of, everything's up in the air right now as far as like what exactly we're gonna do after we move in. Christy said there's snow everywhere. I live in Napa Valley and we got a little snow. Yikes. Yeah, there's snow everywhere here too. Linda Nichols just got home. So glad I caught your live. Me too. Gypsy Free Spirit said it's better to stay still, stay safe with the bus. Yeah, I agree. TJK said Walmart parking lot. Yeah, we'll just take a trip into Eugene and just actually you can't sleep in the Walmart parking lot there. I know Levi has gotten away with it, but if you stay there, I think more than like 2 days, they'll kick you out. But I know that there's a lot of homeless in that area, and so that's why I think that and because of van lifers. But they make it very clear that you are not allowed to sleep overnight in the parking lots at any of the Walmarts in Eugene or Springfield. Melissa Meltzon said, well, I suppose Isaac can get Minion done and maybe sold by May. Yeah, that's the plan. Maybe he can work on Minion not this month, but in March instead of April, because we're not going to be able to go anywhere. So he could get Minion done and sold before May, and then that'll put us ready to just take off and just spend the entire summer on the road and just see where we want to do after summer's over. Elena Lemansky said 80 degrees in Florida today. Come to Florida when you guys can. Yeah, it's been 80 degrees in Texas also, in Dallas. Nana Ann said crazy weather here in Oklahoma. Tornadoes all around us last night. Thank goodness they missed us. Yeah, I was on Facebook today and I had friends who were marking themselves safe from the tornadoes, and I didn't even know that that was going on because I haven't been able to like be online much because we just have so much to do, and we are just like spreading ourselves as thin as we possibly can to get this build done. Into the mist. Fred Field said, had heavy rain and winds, temperatures of 50 degrees here today. Weak tornado touched down near me and I didn't even know it. No sirens heard. Wow, that's crazy. And Dreamcatcher DD, my heart goes out to all of you here in Spring, Texas. It's 82 planting my herbs. Oh, I wish the sun would just come out. It's just cold and rainy and I'm just looking forward to the summer. Chris said, Jaylena, here in Wisconsin, sleet all day, plus huge piles of snow. Really sick of the winter. Same. I'm over it. I wish I was in Baja with everybody else right now. A lot of people are in Mexico, and I'm really sad that we're not. Barbara Burke said, "Better to be safe than sorry, anyways. The weather all over the country has been crazy this weekend. Even some severe weather out this way near northern Texas through Oklahoma, Kansas area. Large tornadoes." Yeah. I don't know why the weather's being all kinds of wild. Patricia Marshall said, "So you'll be in Texas for Easter." I will, and my mom's birthday is April 11th, so she's gonna be flying out to Texas while Ember and I are there, and so we'll be able to be there for Easter and her birthday, so that'll be exciting. Into the mist, and I'm dreaming of summer as well. Yeah. Christine Kelly said, "That's exactly where I want to be, Baja." Yes. Patricia Marshall said, "We had no snow this year. Send me some." I would, but it melts so fast. It's already gone. I woke up this morning and there was snow everywhere, and it's pretty much gone now. But it was raining earlier. Melissa Melton said, "Come see Arizona before July gets too hot here unless you stay in the high country." We're probably going to stay up north for a little bit. But we definitely plan on going to Arizona at some point. Yeah, if you guys want to check out Into the Mists channel, Paul Honeyman dropped a link. That's also a true crime channel. Linda said, "How's Precious Ember doing? I know she's growing so fast." She is growing so fast. I feel like she just gets bigger every single day. I just bought her new clothes. I bought her 18-month clothes, and she's already growing out of them. So right now I'm trying to buy her 24-month clothes, but she's just like growing so fast. So sorry, my throat's scratchy. I should have brought my water with me. I forgot. So Ember's right tooth has popped up quite a bit, and her attitude lately, she's been a little fussy. So I think, and she's acting like she's bothered. So I think her left tooth is coming in a little bit more, and it's been bothering her. I feel like it's a little worse than when her right one came in, but her teeth are popping through. So she should have her two front bottom teeth in, I'm sure, by the end of next month. They're still slowly creeping in though, but she's just getting so big. I feel like I need to sneeze, but it's not ready yet. Oh, and we put today we put our bed in the bus. So we have our bed in there. It's so exciting. We are really, really down to the wire now. So Isaac's putting in the wood stove right now. All the plumbing's done. All the electrical's done. I am conflicted about the cushions. We ordered zippers that were long enough for the cushions, but Amazon said they're not going to be here until like March 6th. And we don't want to move in and have those cushions not be done. So then I was like, well, I could do the cushions with the zippers on the side instead of on the bottom. So I'm contemplating that. And then we could use smaller zippers that I could buy at Walmart or a fabric store. Or because Isaac's like, oh, he thinks that he doesn't want to do that because of the look. So I'm like, our only other option, if we don't want to use smaller zippers on the side, is Velcro. So I wasn't sure if the fabric that we bought would be wide enough to completely wrap around the fabric, so we were kind of compensating with the zippers on the side anyways. And I was like, I don't know if we do Velcro if it'll be wide enough to connect, but I checked today with our widest cushion and it is plenty of fabric, so we might do Velcro instead of zippers so that we could just get them done and have them done. So we're contemplating. Melissa Monson said, "Don't bother with Velcro; it won't stay on and be a pain." Oh, I had a few people say that Velcro is way better than zippers, but I personally would rather have the zippers because I don't know how long the Velcro would last, like sticking to itself. So I don't know. I think it'd be fine just to put the zipper on the end, especially if I got zippers that matched the pillows that I bought for the living room area. So I went to town, I don't know how long ago, a few days ago, and I was able to, I found all of the pillow decor for the living room area and some other stuff. And then tomorrow when I go into town, I'm gonna buy some sheets and a comforter set also, which is really exciting. I can't wait to like move in and decorate everything. That's probably what I'm most excited about, aside from actually moving in. The Wickershire Project Off Grid said, when my daughter was born, we had so many outfits, one for each day. There were clothes there, and there was clothes with tags on. Rule: always buy for later. Growth as your family and friends spoil away those first months. We had, I mean, we have clothes that are too big for her, but she's not going to be able to wear them for a while. But she grew out of a lot of her newborn clothes very fast. Not newborn, but like 3 to 6 months. Karen said, buy one of those jelly rings. You can freeze, let her chew on that. Some have a ring you can hold on to. She has both those types, and she really does. She likes the ones with the little handles so her hands don't get cold. She loves those. Karen Breast said, Jaylene, I love Ember's bed area. So nice. I can't wait to decorate her little space. Kimmy J said, can you use the cushions from the Peach temporarily? No, because they are very different sizes. I thought Isaac was going to come say hi, but he's going to do something else. He's getting in the Jeep. He's probably going to the hardware store. Melissa Meltzon said, I put Velcro on my bench cushion and it came off within 6 months. Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be that big of a deal to put the zippers on the sides. That might be what I do just so we can get them done. I don't think it's a big deal. Natasha Reynolds said, when are you moving in? I think we're going to move in, at the end of the week. We have until, we have the big bays that we're in now until Wednesday. And then we have to be out of there. So we basically have to be done by then, and then we'll be moving in later this week. Melissa Meltzon said, do you have a Hobby Lobby or Joann store? Maybe you can get zippers from them. We checked and no one has zippers long enough. The longest they have is 48 inches and we need like twice that. So Cindy said going with Pendleton. So we originally were going to do Pendleton fabric because we got sponsored by them, but after talking it out, we decided not to go with Pendleton because we were kind of looking at everything that we have now, and Ember, you know, spits up, she makes messes, and I told Isaac, I was like, you're not going to be very happy when Ember makes a mess on your really expensive Pendleton fabric when we could go with the cheaper fabric, and you know, it just makes more sense for us right now. And then when she's older and old enough, we can consider switching it out later on if we want to. But right now, I think it just makes more sense to go with not Pendleton because it's so expensive and we don't want to ruin it. Hoppus said, can you give us an update on the bus for us late peeps, please? Is the bus done? The bus is not done, but it's getting close. We're Isaac's installing the wood stove right now. I finished oiling everything today, and I have I have one small project that I have left to do that I'm hoping to get done. No, I will get it done by Wednesday. And then after that, we're going to be moving in. So yeah, we are on the home stretch right now. We only have a couple more things to do, and Isaac's going to work all day today as long as it takes to get that wood stove in. We were hoping that Josh was going to be here and he was going to be able to help with that, but the weather is so bad and the roads were so bad that Josh wasn't able to make it out. So that's what Isaac's working on right now. Paul Sherman said we want to see Princess Ember. So once we move into the big bus and we have heat in there, you guys are going to see Ember on every single live chat, and we'll be able to do live chats together as a family again. But for now, you're just going to have to wait to see Ember. It's just too cold. Cindy Brown said you could do snaps on the cushions. Yeah, we thought about that too, but I don't like the idea of snaps. I just feel like they wouldn't hold it as tight as I would like it to be, the button snaps. So I would just rather have zippers. Carl C said, I hope he wasn't going to the paint store. No, he's done painting. He has to put down the paint and not worry about the paint job. I can tell you though, we are absolutely in love with the paint job. Isaac loves it now, and he's not going to try and repaint the entire bus. So, live chat nugget there. Ooh, I got lost. Gypsy Free Journey, yes, I find a fabric that's washable. I really like the fabric that we got. It's a lot thicker than any fabric that we've ever used. It seems very durable. So I'm really happy with it. I can't wait to sew the cushions. I'm prepared. I'm ready. I just need those freaking zippers. Matt said, hey, Jaylena, did you see my comment on your last live in regards to a hot toddy? Maybe. I don't really remember, though. There was a few comments about that. Degree said, Did you mean zipper? Well, where'd that comment go? A meat in the middle? That sounds like too much for my experience. Scotch Guard. We have some, but I wouldn't want to put that over Pendleton fabric. So, I mean, we already bought the fabric that we're going to use, and it's not Pendleton. We'll have some, like, Pendleton throw blankets and little things like that, like in our bedroom and stuff, but I didn't want anything that, like, Ember could really mess up or, like, get messy and it be a big deal. Brenda said, is there an upholstery shop near you? They may sell some zippers. We've checked everywhere in town. We could not find the zippers at the length that we needed. We could not find bulk zippers anywhere. And the zippers we're waiting on are from Amazon, but they are just taking a lot longer to arrive than we would like. I'm definitely starting to feel the cold now. I was working and moving right before I went live, so I wasn't feeling the cold because I was moving my body, but now that I'm not and I'm just sitting here, I'm definitely getting cold. Samuel Moose said, do you prefer the nomadic lifestyle versus a nice home grounded? It depends. I think while we're young and we still can, I want to see as much of the world as I possibly can, and then I do want to settle down one day. I don't plan on traveling forever. So we will settle down at some point, but for right now, Isaac and I both want to travel. We both want to see the world, and so we're going to do that while we have the opportunity, and then find a place to settle down on a piece of property, and then we can, put down some roots. Wickershire Project said, what's the heat method? We have a diesel heater, we have a tiny wood stove, and we have a Propex heater, which is like a diesel heater, but instead of diesel fuel, it runs off of propane. So we have 3 different heat sources. Our tiny wood stove is more for emergencies. We have quite a few friends who were in much colder weather and were having problems with their diesel fuel gelling because it was so cold, so they didn't have heat, and we don't want to get stuck in that situation. So we have the diesel heater, we also have the propane heater, and then as a last resort we have the tiny wood stove. TJK said, do you plan on homeschooling Ember? I do plan on homeschooling Ember, and then once we're settled down somewhere, we're not moving all the time. If she wants to go to school, I'll allow her to go to school, if that's what she wants to do, but I do plan on homeschooling her. Jane French said, what colors are your pillow fabric going to be? Our pillows are pretty basic colors. They are like very neutral, and we got some burnt orange in there, so pretty like ivory neutral colors with some burnt orange thrown in there. Christy Eaton said, Jelena, is the width of your couch comfy to lounge TV? In the big bus, our couch, yes it is, and then if like Isaac and I want to both be laying down, and especially with Ember, it's a pull-out couch, so we can pull it out and lounge on the couch. We have a TV in the front if that's what we want to do. It's definitely lounge worthy. My intentional journey schoolie said, yeah, true life is messy with human kiddos and for kiddos alike. Yes. Matt said that I can make a kid's version without the brandy and stick Vicks up your nose to help you breathe. Well, I'm not sick anymore. I don't need it now, but um, Ember and I were only sick for a few days. We're both much better now. Coy Lake said Tennessee misses you at 70 here. Oh. The Wickershire Project said nomadic is the way to go when you can. Yes, I agree, but not everyone loves to travel. Some people don't like traveling. Some people would rather be in one place. I like to travel, and I'm really glad that Ember's going to grow up around that. Um, we have friends, well, they're Instagram friends, and they have their Instagram's called Twins on Wheels, and they have two twin babies, and I think they started in a van when they got pregnant, and everyone's like, oh, you're crazy, you can't do that. And they did it for a while, and then they bought a bus. I think it's the same, basically the same bus as ours, and they're building it out now while they're living in it with their two twin toddlers. It's crazy. I love following them. The Dirty Knob said diesel tank heaters along with anti-gel. That's how they do it in Arkansas. We had friends who put the anti-gel in their diesel, and it still gelled and didn't work. So I don't know what happened with that, but we don't ever want to be in that situation, especially with a baby being so cold. So we definitely wanted to be prepared and have all of those heat sources available. Dargar said, do you have money put back for any breakdowns on the road? Plenty of tools. Yes, and yes. And you should always be prepared for breakdowns because in this lifestyle, they are going to happen. Amy said, hello. Have you all moved in? We have not, but we will be moving in just a few days, so that's really exciting. Patricia Marshall said, I homeschooled 3 kids and I love it. I can't believe I have a senior this year. So 4 more years till I'm done. I have an 8th and 9th grader. I've honestly not sure if I want to homeschool Ember through like high school just because I don't know how much I could actually help with like math and stuff because I'm not good at math. But Isaac seems to be pretty good at math, so maybe he can teach her math. Christy Eaton said, Jelena, I love the warm and cozy decor you chose for the peach comfy cozy. Thank you. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna keep any of this style per se when the peach is remodeled. I think it's gonna be very different. I'm definitely gonna be sewing my curtains this time instead of just cutting up blackout curtains. A lot's gonna change in the peach, and I'm really looking forward to it. But a lot's also not a lot, I guess. Some of it's gonna stay the same, but a lot's gonna change. It'll definitely be a lot more comfortable in here once it's remodeled. Par said, Jaylena, when can we see the paint the bus? Tomorrow in both mine and Isaac's videos. Oh man, it is. I feel so cold right now. I wonder how cold it is outside. Tamara said, I love the earth tone colors. So warm and inviting. I agree. I love earth tone colors. I really like very neutral colors. For sure. Gypsy Free Spirit said homeschooled kids rock. It's really a family adventure. They learn more about real life. Yeah, I agree. I'm excited about it. TJK said there are excellent online education programs you can use. They will have access to certified teachers. I remember, I know in Texas, and I don't know if it's a national thing, and I think it is, but they have a program called K through 12, and it's all online. They have real teachers, and I think they have like one-on-one stuff, and so we'll probably more than likely use something like that when she's a little older and we're not doing like pre-K stuff. Guitar Missy said, please tell me you're going to teach Ember to write in cursive when she's old enough. Literally no one writes in cursive anymore. They don't even teach it in school. I probably won't teach her because it's not a requirement. And I mean, if she's older and she wants to learn, she can teach herself. It's not hard. But like, there's no situation in all of my life outside of school that I've ever had to write in cursive. Ever. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how to write all of the letters in cursive. I think I learned that in like 3rd grade, 4th grade, maybe 2nd grade. But yeah. I'd rather teach Ember how to pay her taxes, do her taxes, than like stuff like learning cursive. I want to teach her the things that I feel like you should be taught in school rather than the things that are not gonna benefit you whatsoever as an adult. TJK said, I taught 4th graders for years and it was written out of the state curriculum. However, I chose to teach cursive anyways. Patricia Marshall said, I'm not good at geometry, but my hubby uses it at work, so he took over that for me. You'll be surprised at what comes back to you at times you learn along with kids. Yeah, I agree. I could see Ember. Pippin said, my daughter graduated early through an accredited online school called Connections Academy. I could see Ember probably just graduating early. Peace out, Lisa said, I still write in cursive. My youngest, who is 30, can't even read cursive. Yeah, I'm 30 and I've literally never had to write in cursive. I've never used it outside of school. Um, Karen Mickler said, you need it to sign legal documents and if you get a check. I don't think you're required to do cursive anymore to sign legal documents. You can just sign your name. And half the time, if you're signing anything, it's like digital. How do you sign your name without knowing cursive? I can write my name in cursive, but outside of that, I've never used cursive. And like I said, you're not required to sign your name in cursive anymore. You can just write it. And also, you don't have to even like, yeah, you can sign your name with an X if you want to. That's what I was about to say. I don't want to say who because that's not, I don't want to put their business out there, but I know someone who signs their name and they just literally like handwrite their initials somewhat sloppy and just 2 letters and that's their signature. You can make your signature whatever you want. If you want to draw a tree and that's your signature, no one can stop you from that being your signature. My signature is actually not my name cursive. It is something different and I'm not going to say because that's private, but it's not my name in cursive, but it's somewhat, I don't know. Anyways, my point is you don't have to know cursive to sign your name for legal documents. Because you don't even have to sign your name or in cursive. Because I didn't even think about that until just now, is that when I sign documents in person in writing, it's not my name in cursive, it's something else. Karate Mom said, have you ever had to do an actual signature for legal documents? Yes, I have, and it's not my name in cursive, like I said. Jesse Killen said, haha, I'm 57 and don't use cursive. Yeah, I don't think my mom uses cursive really. She writes in what's called shorthand, which I never learned. I don't know if that's like a very common thing, but I can't read anything that she writes. Gypsy Free Spirit said, reading what she has an interest in, exploring outdoors, learn about it, learn about animals and the environment. For math, there are so many tools, even online folks can help with that. Yeah, I agree. Oh, it's so cold. Marco said, are you going to get a washer and dryer? Not for the bus. The thing is people, I feel like when they haven't actually lived in a van or a bus, they go a little hard and get a little crazy with some of the things that they think that they're gonna need. Like, sometimes I see builds where they have like air fryers and crock pots and like stuff that requires 110, and it's just like that sucks up so much of your juice, like of your power. And it's not that you can't use those things, but it does take up a lot of energy. And especially with washer and dryers, literally everyone that I've ever met who put a washer and dryer in their rig only used it a couple times before they realized that like it uses too much water and too much power. Or if you get one of those like 2-in-1 small ones, the load isn't big enough to be worth running it. So everyone just washes their clothes in the sink and hang dries them, or just goes to the laundromat. Outer Limits Mermaid said, now that you're done building your bus, is there anything that you don't like, and what's your favorite part of the build? I feel like we're gonna have to live in it for a little bit before there's something that I'm like, I don't like this. But as far as my favorite part, I don't know yet. Also, I feel like we might have to live in it. But I feel like my favorite part's probably gonna be the living room, lounging area, and the kitchen, because I love to cook. And so it'll be really nice to have like a real kitchen in a bus with 3 burners, a stove, like a big enough refrigerator to like keep everything that we want. I'm really excited to have like a real kitchen in the bus and have like the deep sink and hot water, and I'm excited. Guitar Missy said, oh my gosh, what did I start? Paul. Karen said, we had to sign papers having his name to have him put on my deed. You can sign your name as whatever you want, even if it's legal documents. I've signed legal documents for inheritance stuff, for my divorce, for buying land, stuff like that. Isaac's going back to the hardware store, I think. He's getting in the Jeep again. Lori said, can anyone read a doctor's cursive signature? Paul Sherman said, I was wondering, do you have a tribe name? No, I don't think I do. Not really. My mom always jokes about because I have 7 siblings, and she always jokes about what our tribe names are, and they're different every time. So I don't think that we actually have real tribe names. She might, but I don't think me and my siblings do. Christy Eaton said shorthand is difficult to learn. I've never tried to learn it, but I've seen my mom write in shorthand because she is a musician, and so when she writes songs, she writes in shorthand because a lot of times when she writes, it'll be like she wakes up in the middle of the night and just has an idea and needs to jot it down, and she'll use shorthand. And so I'll be like going through her writing and her music and stuff, and I can't read any of it because it's all in shorthand. Patricia Marshall said, I get you, Jelena. I don't sign my name as seen, so if it's ever signed my name, I know it's not me. Exactly. That's why I don't want to say like how I sign my name, because it's different. And if anyone ever tried to sign my name as my name in cursive, I would know that that wasn't me. Oh, me. I'm so cold. We got 10 minutes left ish. Natasha Reynolds said, y'all let her be a baby. She's not even teething, much less graduating. I agree. I'm like not, I plan on homeschooling Ember, but like I'm not anywhere near like super going into planning and what I'm going to do and stuff because she is still a baby and she has years before we even get into that. So, Melissa Malzahn said it's easier to go to a laundromat. It really is. And there's laundromats everywhere. And anytime we've ever been on the road, like, you just go to a laundromat, do your laundry. It's no big deal. Half the time we'll go walk somewhere, get breakfast, and then go back to put the clothes in the dryer and just hang out. Glenn Oakla said, has Ember cut teeth yet? Yeah, she has her 2 bottom teeth coming in. Well, one of them's already popped up a decent amount, and the other one's coming in. Christy Eaton said, poor Isaac, he's ready for the big bus to be finished. We both are. So we usually have Debbie come twice a week, and she takes care of Ember while we work. And this week she came Monday through Friday, and then Sunday, Monday, and then she'll be here Tuesday, Wednesday. So she has been a trooper, and she's helped so much with Ember, and we probably couldn't got half the stuff done that we've gotten done had it not been for her help. Because, you know, if we don't have anyone here with Ember, I'm in there with Ember, and I'm not going to be able to be out there working. Or if I'm working in there, Isaac's got to be inside with Ember. So it's like, it helps that we can both be in there working at the same time. It's a huge deal. Whew. Lindsay Hughes said, the 2 things I miss the most from living in my Sprinter is an oven and a bath. I learned shorthand at school, but it's all gone. When I lived in my van, I didn't have a refrigerator. I didn't have, I had a stove. I didn't have a heater for a long time. I don't think my van even had AC. So I didn't have much. I definitely didn't have a bathroom in there. So it was very, very basic. And I definitely am looking forward to having the kitchen. But like having a shower is luxury when you live in your rig. Because a lot of vans don't have showers. And I mean, it's understandable why. But us being in a bus, having a shower is a huge deal. So the big bus is like, really and truly, it's like a small apartment. And I was sitting, once we put the bed in there, we both lay down on the bed for a minute, and we were just like looking at everything, and I cannot wait to move in. It's such a good feeling to just look around and be like, we did this, like we built this is our home. And it's going to be another thing to have all of our stuff in there, to have our baby in there, to be able to be living in there and say those words. So just a few more days and we'll be in there. I'm very excited. Diane said, hey Jaylen, I suspect you'll teach Ember way more than what's required at traditional schools. She'll be way ahead of her peers if you do. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of things that public schools should teach kids. Like I said, like learn how to do your taxes and stuff. That's so important. And if we were taught like how to do our taxes, we wouldn't have to go to like H&R Block and be charged an arm and leg, and we could just do it ourselves. I think that, you know, that's much more important than some of the other classes that you're forced to take. Outer Limits Mermaid said, do you know any reliable sources on how to remove any electrical that the bus comes with that you don't need? I don't. Isaac might. He did that in our bus, but I remember being like, I'm not even going to touch any. The only wire that I cut that was electrical that came with the bus was the emergency hatch. There was a wire that was connected up there, and I cut that, and we cut the back, the buzzer for the door, because if the bus is on and you open the back door, it would buzz, so I cut that. Other than that, I didn't touch the electrical because so many horror stories I've heard from friends who were going through all of that, and if you cut the wrong cord and you don't know what you cut, your entire bus can stop working and you have no idea what you did, where to start, and it's all because of that one cut. So I would just be very cautious. Definitely just do your research. If you can find someone who knows electrical stuff, I definitely wouldn't attempt it on your own if you don't know anything about it, because I've seen a lot of people accidentally cut the wrong wire and then their whole bus just won't even start. Leslie, who said, I'm parked at the laundromat right now, got groceries prior and putting them away. Yeah. Isaac's driving fast. I feel like he's like in a hurry. I wonder what he had to go buy. There's not a lot of options for things at the hardware store here that we have in town, so I'm very curious as to what he needed. Ooh. Candy's Life said, will you be taking Ember to New Braunfels this summer? No. She is too small for that. Yeah, I probably won't be taking her to New Braunfels. Maybe when she's older, we'll definitely go float the river and stuff, but she's definitely too small for that. Whew. So I only have about a minute on here, so I'm going to go through these comments and see if there's any questions that I missed. The Dirty Knobs, if the next kid is triplets, you'll need a double-decker bus. Well, good thing for us, we're not having any more, so we're set on the big bus. It should last us forever. Melissa Melton said, schools should be taught life skills. I agree. Degreed said, what curriculum are you going to teach her? I have no idea. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't know. Like, when we start homeschooling her, I'll definitely do a lot more research into like what programs I want to use. Like, if I just want to do an online thing, if I want to be more hands off, or if I want her to be more online with an actual teacher. So I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, it's so cold in here. Peace out, Lisa said, Jaylena, so glad you are moving on soon and went by quick hugs to y'all. It feels like it's been taken forever, but I feel like this last month so much has happened. I definitely think we'll get it done by the end of the month, like we were planning to. So that's exciting. We will be moving into the big bus in just a few days. We only have a couple of projects left, one of which is one of the bigger projects we have left to do is the wood stove, and that's what Isaac's working on right now. So I gotta go get Ember from Debbie, and before I do that, I want to run over there and check on Isaac and see how he's doing with the wood stove. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today, and we'll see you tomorrow for our videos, and we'll also see you on Thursday on Isaac's live chat, and we might be at least starting to move in by then. So we'll see you guys then. Love you. Bye.